What's going on, guys? Adam McKola here. Full-time Devils. Manchester United Champions League fate has been drawn, and Manchester United have got a tricky tie against Lionel Messi and Barcelona. 20 years on from the treble, 20 years on from that night in Nou Camp, 20 years on from the 2-3-all draws with Barcelona in the group stages in 98-99, and we do it all over again with Barcelona in the quarterfinals. And if we beat Barcelona in the quarterfinals, guess who Manchester United could potentially have next? Liverpool. Because Liverpool have got Porto. The winners of Barcelona against United will play the winners of Liverpool against Porto in the semi-finals. Can you imagine that? I think the way it came out of the hat was the first leg of a potential semi-final against Liverpool would be at Old Trafford. So nervy that would be, though. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because we've got a huge task ahead. Barcelona, Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, the big racist, and all the rest of the gang against Manchester United. Now, obviously, this ain't the Barcelona that beat us in those two finals. They're nowhere near the levels that they were at in that competition, at that period of time, in that era, under Pep Guardiola. But what they are is still a very, very strong team. They've still got Lionel Messi. And when you've got Lionel Messi, one of the greatest players of all time, if not the greatest player, depending what side of the fence you sit on, then it's always going to be a very, very difficult task against Barcelona. But it's one I believe Manchester United can do. If we beat Paris Saint-Germain, we can beat them. Now, at the moment, it's Tottenham will play Manchester City. So someone just mentioned getting all four English sides in the semi-finals. That is impossible, I believe. So that's not going to happen. How are you guys doing, though? What do you make of the draw? We've got reaction coming as well from Abdullah, Joe, and Stephen Housen, who are all together in the studio. Those guys there at Full-Time Devils HQ were going to go live, but we had a few technical difficulties, so Mac had to step in, save the day. But those guys will be giving you their reaction very, very soon. But at the moment, we've got close to 1,000 people in here watching right now, all reacting, all responding to Manchester United's Champions League draw against Barcelona. And after our heroics in Paris, you were thinking, come on, give us Porto. Come on, give me a trip to Amsterdam or something. Come on, guys, do it. But we didn't. We got Barcelona, one of the most difficult teams in the draw, of course. It went to a stage where I think Juventus had drawn Ajax. That was the first team out. So after that, you were thinking, geez, the likelihood is we're going to get an English team here. Obviously, we got the one of the only other teams we could get who were not English, and it was, of course, Barcelona and not Porto. Liverpool got the easier draw and got Porto, of course, not counting their chickens yet, but looking likely they could be through to a semi-final. And will Manchester United be joining them there? Will we? Lionel Messi, will he stick us out? Who knows? But I'm feeling confident Manchester United can go through against Barcelona. The first leg will be played at Old Trafford. If we can get a couple of goals ahead, we can't be having a similar, we can't be looking to go to the Nou Camp trying to do what we did against Paris Saint-Germain. We need to get a strong start. We need to get off to a flyer, and we need to be going to the Nou Camp with a result, because if we can do that, then we can get through to the next round. But it's looking interesting. Tottenham against Manchester City, Juventus against Ajax, Liverpool against Porto, and Manchester United against Barcelona. The Nou Camp for the second leg. Looking forward to this one. Michael Hill says, bring it on. We've got Arsenal fans in as well, which is interesting. The Europa League draws on now, guys. I think you best hop off here and hop onto the Europa League draw. United Spirit, we're gonna win, bro, says Mubarak. I'm loving the Champions League season. It's been ages since we've faced a gigantic team in a European night. Says whose comment was that now? Lokesh is coming. Mike says, you want to beat the best. You want to be the best, you've got to beat the best. Bring on the Catalonia, says Mike. Camp Nou second leg, good luck, says Koa. Sounds like he's not a United fan. Let's see who's on your t-shirt. Someone else says, it's the one and only David Beckham, the GOAT. First Order thinks it's going to be a Barcelona-Juventus final. Do I like dal, rice and sabji? Yes, man, of course I do. This feels old school, says Akash. Ali loves Barcelona. It's typical, isn't it? 20 years on from that night against Barcelona. We now potentially get them in. Well, I say potentially get them. We have got them. It's going to be a difficult game. But we can do it. Got to have our fully fit team. We need Pogba firing. We need, obviously, Matic fit and in form. Herrera, we need him playing. We need a fully fit midfield because I know Lionel Messi is amazing. But, you know, they've got a strong midfield area as well. We need to be at it against Barcelona. We can't afford to take a game off. We can't afford, you know, to be getting Pogba sent off and missing next games. I know we did a wonderful achievement against PSG, but we need to be at it. We need to be at it. We need revenge, though, against Barcelona, because the last two finals that we played against them. Herb says United against Liverpool in the final. Besides the fact that my heart could not take that, that's impossible now. It's absolutely impossible because we could potentially get Liverpool in the semi-final. So it's impossible that we could get them in the final. Adnan says Lukaku must step up. Yes, Ross pointing out that we got Liverpool or Porto. Young against Messi, says, bringing me back down to earth with a bang right there, guys. Barcelona though, man, that's it's not I didn't want an English team because we play English teams every single season, sometimes more than twice if we get them in the cup competitions. We're going to play Man City twice. We played Liverpool twice. I wouldn't have minded getting Spurs because I feel like we would beat them, but I don't want any of those teams. I want a European team. I want a European trip. Now we've got a potential trip to Barcelona. We got Barcelona coming to United. We need to smack them up. I think this is more difficult than the Paris Saint-Germain game, though, because of the simple fact they've got a Lionel Messi. 20 years anniversary coming up. Lauren says, are you forgetting we've got Messi Lingard? And that is a very, very good point. They might have Lionel Messi, but we have got Messi Lingard. Guys, get hitting that like button. Get subscribing to Full Time Devils as well. We recently hit 511,000 subscribers here on YouTube. We're just about to hit 500k on Instagram. We're just about to hit 500k on Facebook. We're just about to hit 250k on Twitter. So get following us, get liking, get sharing, get subscribing. There's almost 2,000 of you watching at the minute. Get subscribing to Full Time Devils. We've got a big competition coming up for you guys soon as well, where you could win a signed Romelu Lukaku shirt. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that one. And to win, you have to be subscribed. So get subscribed. The more information will be coming out on that very, very soon. Usman says their defense is shaky, which is very true. You know, Barcelona will always give you opportunities to score. We've seen that, so potentially, you know, we could do it. Barcelona beat Lyon to get here in the last knockout stages. There was it a 2-2 draw in the first leg, but you know, Lyon gave him a fight in the first leg. Second leg, obviously Barcelona took control of the tie and went through to the next phase. Let's all unite against Barcelona and play our best football. Well, that's the hope, isn't it? That is the plan. Siva says this Barca team is beatable, and I've got to agree with that this Barcelona team, unlike others where you kind of, I remember watching that 09 final, 2010 final, and you're just sitting there and you're thinking, oh God, someone get us off this this merry-go-round, because that's how it felt. They were passing the ball around us. And I've recently read Michael Carrick's autobiography where he speaks about that game, and it's that frustration. And I remember Carrick saying, reading that game, and that game sent him into depression, which is incredible because he kept questioning himself that night in Rome. Was it me? Was it just them? And I know, obviously, there's a far way to go in terms of getting depression over it. But that game was one of those games where I've just felt so helpless watching it. Like, you normally feel like United are due a goal. You normally think United can get back into the game. You normally think that. And Barcelona were just so amazingly good. We couldn't get anywhere near them on the night. I don't think we're playing that same Barcelona at the minute. We're not. Obviously, they've got Lionel Messi, but they're not as strong as they once were, which is obviously a great thing for us in terms of coming up against them. But we need our best players fit. We need our best players firing. We've got this international break now. Hopefully, we don't lose any players to injury during the international break. But yeah, we need to. How good does it feel though? Because we shouldn't even be in this stage. We shouldn't be here, guys. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer somehow pulled it out of the bag in Paris, got us through to the next round, and now we're contemplating potentially if we can get through against Barcelona, we could have a semi-final against Liverpool. It's bloody nerve-wracking, but this is what we live for. This is why we love Manchester United, for nights like this. This is why we do this, guys. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait. We'll be out there in Barcelona as well for the second leg. Of course, the first leg we'll have covered. We got a cup game tomorrow against Wolverhampton. United are still going strong in 2 competitions. Could potentially get top 4. Cade says we're not the same United. That's a very good point. We're not the same United, but I think everyone knows that. Unfortunately, we know that too well. We believe in United, says Herbs. Can you give us your predictions until the final, says First Order Lego. So, we've got Juventus against Ajax. I think Juve will come through that one. We've got Tottenham against Manchester City. I think Manchester City will come through that one. But I don't think it will be easy. I think Tottenham will play well. So then you'll have Juventus, Manchester City in a semi-final. And then I think the other semi-final will be Liverpool will beat Porto, and Manchester United will beat Barcelona to set up what will be the most nerve-wracking semi-final of all time. The only way that could get worse if it was in the final, and if you beat them, you could potentially have Man City in the final. It's going to be a United Juventus final, guys, this season. Just letting y'all know right now. I think Juventus and Manchester City will look at it as if we get through the next round, that semi-final between them two is kind of a final in itself, because whoever goes through in that will be the favourites, massive favourites in the next round. But you can't write off a United or Liverpool or Barcelona. You'd assume it's 2 of those 3 in the semi-final. If Barcelona and Liverpool, United and Liverpool, if they got to a final, not one of those teams would be expecting to lose it. So it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. I'd rather get City in a final of a Champions League than Juventus, just because of that Ronaldo factor. I think fucking is incredible, and this competition's his. It's his competition. Let's be real. Amazing. So that's my predictions. Juventus to beat Ajax, Man City to beat Spurs, Liverpool to beat Porto, United to beat Barcelona. Imagine it's the Manchester derby in the final. Jeez. That's going to be scary. Rohan, we can't have a United-Liverpool final because we could potentially have United against Liverpool in the semis. Oh my God, in case you're joining us late, Manchester United have been drawn against Barcelona in the Champions League last 8. The full last 8 draw is as follows: Juventus against Ajax, Tottenham against City, Liverpool against Porto, and Barcelona against Manchester United. Barcelona or Manchester United will play the winner of Liverpool or Porto. which means the winner of Spurs and City will play the winner of Juventus and Ajax, meaning we could potentially have a Liverpool City final, a Manchester United Manchester City final, or no English teams in the final at all. But that's what it is, guys. And I woke up this morning hoping for Ajax, hoping for Porto. We got my third choice, which was Barcelona. I know Spurs might be easier than them, but I don't want 2 more fixtures against an English team. We want a proper Champions League tie. Barcelona against Manchester United is a proper Champions League tie, and I can't wait to be there at Old Trafford, at the Nou Camp. It's going to be immense, and Manchester United are going to be going through with Ole at the wheel, because I've told you guys already, 20 years on from the 1999 Champions League winning team, we're going to do it again, this time with that man at the managership. Can't wait. Guys, thank you for watching Full Time Devils. We've got much more reaction to the Champions League draw, much more coming up as well in terms of Wolves tomorrow. We're at the Molineux for the FA Cup game. We'll have live team news on all the socials before the match. We'll have fan cams and my reaction after the match, and plenty more going on all over Full Time Devils, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. Make sure you're subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. And for now, guys, I have been Adam McKola. You guys have been absolute legends, and Manchester United have got Barcelona in the next round of the Champions League, potentially with a semi-final tie against Liverpool. That would be squeaky bum time indeed. I've been Adam McKola. I'm out of here.